Have you ever wanted to invest in the Indian stock market, but just stopped? Because, it just feels a little complicated. Well, in the next few minutes, we are going to change all that. We are going to show you exactly how to buy your very first stock step by simple step. So let's get real. You've probably heard about the Indian stock market's potential, right? And you're thinking, hey, I'd like to grow my money, maybe own a tiny piece of a company I really believe in. But then that's where the idea usually hits a wall. It all seems like this big, confusing maze of jargon and steps, and you're left just wondering, okay, where do I even start? And that feeling, that's what we call the investor's dilemma. It's that huge gap between wanting to invest and actually doing it. And trust me, you are not alone in feeling that way. It's super common. But here is the really good news. Even though it looks so complex from the outside, the actual process, it can be broken down into just a few incredibly simple actions. And that's exactly what we're about to do right now. Yep, we're going to take all that complexity and squash it down into a simple 3-step guide that will make you a shareholder. That's really it, just 3 stages. First, you find a company you want to invest in. Second, you actually place the order to buy it. And third, you watch your new investment in your portfolio. See, when you lay it out like that, it's not so intimidating, is it? So let's dive into step 1, finding your stock. This is the fun part. This is where your journey as an investor really kicks off with a little bit of discovery. And finding a stock is way more straightforward than you might think. On a platform like INDmoney, for example, you can just tap on an Explore section to see what's popular, what everyone's talking about. Or if you already have a company in mind, just type its name into the search bar at the top. Simple. All right, so you found the company you're interested in. What's next? Well, the next move couldn't be easier. You just tap on that stock and you hit that big buy button to get the ball rolling. And clicking buy takes us right to the heart of the whole thing, placing your order. So let's talk about step 2. This is the moment you formally tell the market, hey, I want to own a piece of this company. Now, the most basic decision you have to make right here is about quantity. How many shares do you want? Just 1? 10? Maybe 100? You just type in the number you want. Now, for anyone who wants a little more control, there are some advanced options. Like a limit order lets you set the absolute maximum price you're willing to pay. A stop loss can help protect you by automatically selling if the price drops to a certain point. But honestly, for your very first time, just picking the quantity is totally fine. So once you've put in your quantity, there's just one final click standing between you and becoming an investor. You hit place buy order and bam! Your request is officially sent off to the market. And just like that, you did it. This brings us to the final and I think the most rewarding part of this whole journey. So welcome, shareholder. Which, of course, brings us to step 3, tracking your portfolio. The order has been placed, so what happens next? So what happens is your order gets filled at whatever the stock's price is at that exact moment in the market. It all happens live. It's pretty dynamic. And if you want to make sure it all went through, you just check the order section in your app. As soon as the purchase is successful, that stock will magically appear in your portfolio, usually under a section called something like My Stocks. And then you'll see those 2 beautiful words, order executed. I gotta say, that feeling of seeing it go through for the very first time, it's pretty cool. And there you have it. You've officially gone from someone just watching from the sidelines to an actual owner. You are now a shareholder in an Indian company. Seriously, congratulations. Okay, now before we wrap this up, it's so important that we remember this. Investing always involves market risk. The value of stocks can go up, which is great, but they can also go down. So the single most important thing is this. Always do your homework and read all the related documents carefully before you invest your hard-earned money.